Well, let's shift gears a bit now. We know this too well. Behind the promises of overseas employment lies a shadowed reality many never imagined. Kenyan women leaving their homes here in Kenya to chase hope in Saudi Arabia are more often than not met with abuse and exploitation. A report by Amnesty International titled "Locked In, Left Out" exposes a disturbing system that continues to fail some of the most vulnerable members of our society.
Every year, thousands of Kenyan women travel to the Middle East, especially Saudi Arabia, driven by the desire for better in life, a chance to support their families. Many of these women end up working in private homes where they essentially are invisible. They experience forced labor, physical and verbal abuse, and some never make it back home alive. Under the controversial kafala system, a worker's legal status is tied to their employers. This means that they cannot leave without permission, even when facing abuse. Mwajuma Shaban was only 21 when she went to Saudi Arabia to work as a domestic worker in 2014.
Kuna baba na watoto wake, yani ni family kubwa sana. Na nalazimika kufanya kazi kuanzia saa 11 mpaka saa 5 usiku ndo nalala. Saa 5 sometimes saa 6, na ikifika Ramadhani ndo naona kulala uwezi kabisa, unakesha na asubuhi unarauka. Kazi zilikuwa nyingi sana kuanzia asubuhi mpaka jioni, miguu inauma, kusimama, mivyombo. Waarabu wana mateso, watoto wao wanaruhusu watoto wao wakunyanyase, kukutupia mate, sometimes wanakuja wanakupiga na hautalazimika kumwadhibu yule mtoto.
When you try to complain to your employer, the response is, I bought you. It's like you are slave in that place.
But we've heard these stories before, and yet, with jobs not coming by that easy here in Kenya, more and more women believe domestic work in Saudi Arabia is still an option.
So in the last 2 years, the remittance from Saudi Arabia have doubled. The Kenyan sending remittance have doubled. And so far, we have over 200,000 Kenyan nationals that are currently in Saudi Arabia, out of which 150,000 are domestic workers.
Many trying to flee abuse turn to the Kenyan embassy in the capital, Riyadh. But according to Amnesty's latest report, embassy shelters are often overcrowded and under-resourced, and that's only for those who make it to the embassy in the first place.
Saudi Arabia is very big. It's like East Africa. We have only one embassy in Riyadh. So how do we expect a worker from Dammam all the way to Saudi Arabia to submit herself or even to express herself? It's very impossible. If we can at least have safe houses where these workers can run to.
Amnesty International is calling for immediate reforms, including the abolition of the kafala system, regulation of recruitment agencies, and support for survivors, as well as the publication of labor agreements between Kenya and Saudi Arabia.
It's been 2.5 years since the Kenya Kwanza National Administration came in. For the first time, they now have a State Department for the diaspora. So this is new. We presented these findings to them last week. The Kenyan government still has not ratified the International Convention on the Protection of the Rights of Migrant Workers and their families.
Amnesty says the Kenyan government must put in place measures to prevent further exploitation and to uphold the rights and dignity of migrant workers. Catherine Omwando, NTV.